Today we are going to be learning how to combine like terms on different sides of the equal sign in order to solve an algebraic equation. First, let's review the steps. We'll identify the like terms, then we will combine the terms that have a variable, then we will combine the terms that are constants, just a number, then we will proceed with solving the equation like we've learned before, and at the end we will check our work. Let's work on the two examples. This problem is 6y plus 20 equals 18 plus 7y. Of course, the problem right now is that there is a y on both sides of the equal sign. In the end, we only want y on one side of the equal sign, and we want to have just one y. So we're going to have to start by identifying our like terms and then combining them. First, I'm going to circle the terms that have a variable in them. 6y and 7y go together. Then I'm going to underline the terms that are constants. 20 and 18 are both constants, so they are like terms. Now I'll begin by moving 6y over to 7y so that I can combine them. Since the equal sign is in between, I have to do the opposite of a positive 6y, which is to subtract 6y from both sides. My 6y's cancel out. Now I need to bring down all the other information. 20 equals 18, and now I need to combine my like terms. 7 minus 6 equals a positive 1y. Now I'm back to my two-step equation. I can now move the 18 over by the 20. The opposite of positive 18 is negative 18. (20 minus 18 is 2 equals 1y. Since 1y is actually the same thing as just having y, we're done with this problem, and the final answer is y equals 2. It's always a good idea with these longer problems to actually plug your answer back in and make sure you did it correctly. If I put 2 in for both of the y's, the equation should balance out. Let's try it. This will be my check. 6 times 2 plus 20. That would be 12 plus 20, which would be 32. So that's this side of the equal sign. Now I'll try the other one. 18 plus 7 times 2 gives me 18 plus 14, which also equals 32. We can now see that since both sides equal 32, our answer of y equals 2 is correct. Let's move on to the second example. This one might be a little more complicated because there are some negatives involved. Let's start by identifying our like terms. Negative 3x and 7x are like terms, and this negative 73 and 57 are like terms. Now let's combine the variable terms. I'm going to start by moving the 3 over here by the 7. The opposite of negative 3 is positive 3x. Do that on both sides. It's also very important that you always put the terms under each other so you don't get confused about what you're actually adding and subtracting. The negative 3 and the positive 3 cancel out. Now I'm left with a negative 73 equals 57 plus 7x plus 3x equals 10x. The next step is to move the 57 over by the negative 73. The opposite of 57 is to subtract 57. Sorry for the pop-up menu. Negative 73 minus 57 equals negative 130. And we'll set that equal to our 10x. Now our final step is to get rid of the 10. Since it's being multiplied, we're going to divide by 10. The 10's cancel out, and we're left with x. Negative 130 divided by 10 is equal to negative 13. That will be our final answer. And as always, we can check this in our calculator. Now let's move on to some problems that you can practice on your own. At this time, you can pause the video and do the practice problems. But make sure that before you actually finish, you always check your answers if they would work out in the equation. Good luck, and if you need any help, talk to Ms. Rigney.